Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be planting up these 3 rose bushes that I got from Aldi's a couple weeks ago. They were $4.99 or $5.99. Can't remember. But they're going to go on the opposite side of the house. So I'm going to be doing some weeding and cleaning out of that bed. And then we're going to go ahead and get these guys planted in. So let's go ahead and get started. So to get started on this project, I am going to soak the roses, and I have a big tub here where I collect rainwater for my calatheas. It's not the cleanest bin because the kids have been putting leaves and stuff in there, but it'll do for soaking the roots. Now I'm only going to soak them probably about 30 to 45 minutes, just depending on how long it takes me to get the bed across the other side of the house cleared out. But that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now, is get these soaking. Okay, so I've got all 3 holes dug. I've pulled all the weeds. Only thing I left behind were hostas because there was just so few and I didn't really feel like trying to place them someplace else. But I got my roses spaced out. There's a hole down here under this window, a hole in the center of this part, and then there is a hole underneath that window. But I wanted to show you guys the difference in the soil as you move down this bed. If you can see down there, you see how that's lighter. That soil was very, very tough, very clay soil, and if you take and you mold it in your hands, it's just like Play-Doh, just but a little bit tougher, but it's very moldable. So if you have clay soil, you are going to want to amend your beds with some organic material. You can use leaf mulch, you can use compost, just anything to break up that clay. Some plants don't do well in heavy clay soil, so that's why you would want to amend that to give them a better chance. So then we move down to this hole, and then you can see down there it's so clay-like, and it's starting to turn like a golden color. If you can see that, it's very like gold, where the other hole was a lot lighter. And then wait till you see this last one. So I'm just trying to get it focused so I have a better view. Okay, now I'm gonna move down to this last one. Look how copper this is. I hope it comes, you can see it well. I hope it comes across right. But it is very, very copper. And I don't know much about soils and, you know, rock and geology or anything like that, but it's just, I just wanted to show you guys the difference. This is all in the same bed. Here goes what I dug up. You can see how coppery brown this is. It's so cool looking. Alright, so I actually brought over some mulch to amend these holes. I do have some compost, but I don't know if I'm going to add that at this point in time. Maybe I will. I'll have to grab a bag. But you can see I brought some leaf mulch over that I'm going to crumble up in there, mix it in with the soil as I'm putting my roses in the ground. And then I also have some rose fertilizer that I'm going to mix in there, mix into the holes. And actually, I think I will grab a bag of compost. One sec. Okay, so here is the compost that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to put that in the beds and mix it up in the soil, and then I'm going to add the rose fertilizer. But once I'm finished burying the roses, then I'm going to come and clean up outside of this bed. There are so many weeds over here and weeds along here, but this side is a side of the yard that we have not done a ton to. I mean, we've done very, very little over here, so I've definitely am going to put in some work over here on this side today. And once I get done with this and then cleaning up this edge line and getting all the weeds from around there. But alright, so I'll go ahead and get started. Alright you guys, so I finished planting the roses. There is the first one there. That one is the Tropicana. You can see right there. And then as we go up, we have the white rose. I don't remember the exact name of this one. There she is there. And then down here we have the pink rose. And that is the last one I planted. I did pull out the stone. You guys probably saw me put the stone back, but I didn't video when I had pulled it out, and then kind of dug up this area a little bit, pulling weeds that were right next to the border out, and then re-putting this I cannot talk, I'm so exhausted right now, but putting the stone back in place is what I did. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and water these guys in, and then I'm gonna go in the house and put my feet up. So I tried to start working on this side right there, and I got super exhausted. I just need a break. I've been at this for a few hours. The weeds are everywhere, and they're not just like little, you know, flimsy weeds. You really have to like dig them up. So it was extra work. So my next project, I don't know if it'll be immediately following this one, but is to get all of this cleared up. There's some railroad ties here, like there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it so you can see. Railroad ties. So I want to try to clear this side area out up to the railroad ties. I did find some, excuse me, peonies out here. Let me see if I can, where is it? Right there. I don't know if you can see that. Peonies there, and peonies right in between there, which I want to kind of clear out the space around those so they can have more light. I didn't know they were there. I'm not sure who planted them, if it was the neighbors or if it was prior owners, but I'm happy to have them, so I want to kind of open that space up so that they can get more light. Alright, so that is the end of the rose planting for the day. I am 2 through, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!